everybody. Yo. Welcome. Welcome. What's going on, fellas?
What it do, man?
Everybody back again.
I mean, do rag out for homie who got a problem with a hang time, B. You heard?
I'm trying to look in Chip's screen.
That's Hennessy. What I got.
Shout out to all the Pisces out there, man. We still celebrate, you know what I
I look light skin. Look like Chips refilled that with something else.
Damn, why you always trying to hate on my drink, son? Ain't no champagne in my Bel Air. I got apple juice.
I'm cool with that. Fine, whatever you want to drink, sir.
Did he just sing champagne in his Bel Air? He sung it?
Huh?
I thought he was singing. You know, champagne in my Bel Air.
You know, Chips low key want to be an R&B singer.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely do.
EC.
Yep, that be his name too.
But Chips, what you do for your birthday?
Yo, man. What I do for my birthday?
First off, happy belated, brother.
Thank
happy
you, brother.
Belated,
Thank
man.
you, brother.
You old.
What's that, 42?
Chill, fam. 37, man. 37 looking like 30. You feel me? Except my hairline, but you know, it's all love.
I was getting ready to say that.
Chill, son. It's all right, son. You know. Motherfuckers got what's going on over there?
Yo.
You got all the way in the screen.
Yeah.
My side good.
Let my man hang on to that, B.
My side good, you know.
Four different haircuts going on.
But yeah, man.
Yo,
Shout out to everybody.
Yo, Chips.
Yo.
First, Charles Barkley said, just get rid of things before they leave you. It's going to leave you, son.
My hair green better than everybody good.
In his 7th grade, B. Early.
But
I don't like the bald head shape. It ain't gonna work for me.
It'll work, man. You look more like Boris Kojo, man.
I'm gonna have to.
You're gonna look like what's the from Family Matters?
Who?
The boss from Family Matters. What's his name? Yo?
Carl Winslow.
You're gonna look like one of them alien nature dudes.
My bad.
Yo, see? You see?
Yo, keep talking about your birthday, man.
My bad.
Just leave the glasses up here like this.
Yo, I kept trying to give the shout out, man, but you know what I mean? But yeah, man. Shout out to everybody who came out for my birthday, man, on Saturday. We was at the Script Club, you know what I mean?
Shit, minute 3.
Big.
Saturday, man. What happened on the Thursday?
Let me get to that, son. Damn, relax.
Play with me.
Big booty holes, you know. Fellas came out. Ladies came out. All the peoples, we enjoyed ourselves, man. And then Thursday, you know, my two brothers here, Puda and Pop, they took me out to a steakhouse, hunting fish. Probably the best steak I've ever had. So I want to say salute to them for that. I love y'all for that, man. Appreciate it.
Indeed.
That shit was banging. And I got a confession.
Uh-oh.
I ate the rest of that steak without putting it in. But. I
don't care about the bite.
I'm gonna keep hitting that pop.
Thing after butt is shit. Don't even say it.
Nah, but I put that shit in the hot pot microwave.
That ain't do nothing.
Yeah, it was a little darker.
No, it was a little drier. That's what it was.
Yo, I just want to say.
Yo, I be telling, yo.
Hold on. Because this is going to be a MizFitz first. Puda, my bad. I ain't never agreeing with this motherfucker or fighting on his side again. My bad,
you
Puda.
do it.
My
No,
bad.
I'm telling you, son.
It's all good, Phil.
I'm telling you, son. I warmed it up at work for lunch, and I inspected it. And my boy will tell you, I inspected that shit to see how that shit looked, and it wasn't pink like that, so I could eat it. But that shit was good, son.
Yo, PH, how you eat your steak?
Medium?
He eat his shit black and blue.
No, don't pay attention to that ass. Medium.
Okay. What is wrong with him?
Because he always got the answer for somebody else.
I was a strip club though, shit.
Strip club was lit. We always make it the party, you know what I mean? But I think I'm going back to Rivies, man.
Biggest hookah scheme I ever seen in my life.
Facts. They had an electronic hookah, son.
At times the dude.
And the dude came around every 45 minutes, like, yo, either you refill, or I gotta take it. Every 45 minutes.
Like, yo, you know what? So I'm like, yo, why you taking it? It's still pulling. He was like, he broke it down. He was like, you know what? Just when you buy a new one, I'm gonna give you an hour and 15. I was like, what? He was like, they showed me the timer on it. I was like, nah, this is the biggest game I ever seen. He started laughing. He was like, I just work here.
Oh, fam, that's it.
Mad no more. Even he.
Yeah, I'm just here so I don't get fined, bro.
Word. Listen.
Yeah. But nah, Rivies is definitely better, man. Like, it's more like the girls there make it a party, you know what I mean? These girls at Sugar Daddies, they was just like, they was fine with just like chilling and drinking niggas Hennessy and losing up to niggas at the bar.
Ding, ding, ding again.
Damn, I done said that word, huh?
You said it the second time while I was ringing you up the first time, man.
You still at the register.
But yeah, man, we had a good time though, man. Shout out to Sugar Daddies, man. You know, we was lit. Every year, same bat channel.
Yo, Puda, you want to tell the audience about your car troubles?
Oh, so it actually got resolved, but it got resolved today. So I drove to the fight to meet up with Pop at the Barclay, and my car just started overheating, and I got an
3-hour drive.
indicator. I said, turn your engine off now. So I had to park it there overnight and then take Ubers everywhere. Basically, when I went back...
Uber everywhere.
Basically, when I went back the next morning for my car, opened the hood just to look, and I saw like a whole... What I thought was a whole piece missing from the holes, but actually what it was, Pop, the holes came out.
That's what I told you.
No, I thought it was something that went in the middle.
So where was the hose? It fell out somewhere?
It fell out the top part.
It basically disconnected from where it was supposed to be.
That's what I told you. I said before saying, yo, you didn't put this shit back. I was like, yo, make sure it didn't fall out.
So I had to drive the shit to Pep Boys, and they rung me up, son. It was like $1,500 in damages. I'm like, yo, what?
Never go to Pep Boys, son.
I had nowhere else to go. There was nowhere to go.
You could get a tow.
Get a tow and pay how much? And I got
no $1,500.
Well, from where he was to his house, probably would have been $1,500.
No one knows.
It was all right. So anyway, let me get to that. So I went to the mechanic by my crib and I show him the receipt. I'm like, yo, this is the breakdown. Everything's messed up. He begged and pleaded. He's like, yo, I don't like to treat my customers like that. I'll pay for the tow. Let me look at it, cause Pep Boys they probably trying to get you out. And it arrived there yesterday, and I picked it up this morning. He fixed it for free. He
I bet he did. All he did was screw the shit back in.
He tested everything. Well, I mean, he said he don't know if they were at fault, but either way, they're gonna fix it because I thought they were at fault. So he did
That's
the
what's
right
up,
thing.
yeah.
And he paid for the flatbed, which was $300. So, shouts to him, man. I'm back.
Yo, but Pep Boys,
But
them dudes is.
But for Chip's birthday, I had to take Long Island Railroad buses and Ubers everywhere. Spend mad.
Rich talk.
Nah, I know rich talk.
I'd have been staying my black ass in the house.
He was already out.
Too late. He was already out.
Yeah.
I was out here ready. I was dedicated.
The strip club was in between where he was at and his house.
Either my wife would have been coming to get me, or I'd have been spending the night at somebody's house.
You said somebody.
Comment.
Oh, you got married?
You know what I'm talking about. You got jokes.
Oh,
See, look, he trying to add heat to it. He trying to
I see what you did there.
Gonna be in the comments later.
All right, so
Puda got one. I just heard him.
I said somebody's gonna be in the comments later.
No, I thought you said. Well, I was about to say it.
Yo, Puda, that's another jerk shirt or that's something different?
This is a Santa shirt, like Bigfoot.
Oh,
yeah. It says "I believe."
Never mind. We don't get no publicity. So I thought
Yo, why that Santa Claus white, fam?
Real?
Why Santa Claus white? I don't know. You acting like it's cheap.
Chill. We can't.
Let's talk over that.
Chill.
Yo, we didn't even get your first topic yet. Come on, let's go.
Chill.
Yeah, so Tom Brady.
Ooh.
Yo, I saw a video earlier.
Shut up. I don't even want to hear it.
It was a little goat standing on the back of a horse, walking around the farm, and it was like, oh, look at Tom Brady going horseback riding. Sorry, PH.
Yo, just know, I'm going to whoop your ass, and I'm going to whoop your ass.
I'm glad I don't know who he pointing to.
Word.
Y'all know.
Well, we're going to jump this on. We're going to get right to the hardwood court. Ooh, that was almost reckless.
Mm-hmm.
That was
almost. No. Fam, that sentence came all the way out.
Straight to the hardwood, boy.
Court.
Let's go back to the videotape. And I think
NBA, man. There's a lot going on since the All-Star break. Haven't really touched on it in a while. Obviously, teams are getting down to the crunch. Everybody's really, into their mix. So let's just touch on it, man. Go ahead, Pop. What you got with the NBA so far, man? How you feeling? Still feeling about them Nets?
I'm piggybacking off of Chit's Big Dummy Award. Giving LeBron James, Los Angeles Lakers. Ooh, wee.
I called it.
Yo, let me tell you something, man. I ain't never seen no shit like this before.
It can't be a co-share with him and Kyrie. They can't share it.
No.
Specific Big Dummy.
They're about to be like 11th, 12th in the West.
I was about to say, at least the Celtics are still winning.
And they about to be worse this year than they were last year.
Oh, they are definitely about to be the 12. They about to be under the Pelicans in about a game.
How you under the Pelicans and Anthony Davis played 15 minutes a game?
Yo, he don't even play the fourth quarter, son.
30, son.
And they lost to the Suns.
In Cleveland.
In Cleveland? Word?
Jesus Christ.
Wait.
Did you say
in Cleveland or in Cleveland?
A&D.
Oh.
No, I sound like you said in.
That's why.
What?
Anyway, go ahead, Pop.
Word.
I thought you said in Cleveland.
The same thing.
I will be getting a deal from both y'all on site. Don't worry.
PH is trying to take his Chit's energy over to you. Boy.
No, sir. Me and Chris heard the same thing.
I will uppercut them glasses out of here. Got it. Go ahead, Pop.
No, it's like 6 hours down. But
you too light skinned, fam. You ain't about that light.
I don't know what's gonna happen next year in LA. But that off season gonna be something crazy, boy.
It's gonna be funny when they don't get nobody.
It's gonna be funny when they still can't get trades for Anthony Davis.
They're not gonna be able to trade for Anthony Davis.
That's what's really gonna be funny. Brooklyn doing what they supposed to be doing. We finally 100% healthy. It's just you really see how much they need a power forward. Because we play undersized so much against the wrong teams, we needed rebounds. And then when we do put somebody in there that could get us rebounding, then the scoring is lacking at that position. So that's definitely a need that we're gonna have to address in the draft and free agency and all of that. And the Celtics, man, I still think once they hit the playoffs, it's gonna turn around, but they should be better than what they are. And Milwaukee Bucks, man, y'all ready to give them their credit?
Y'all don't say y'all. Don't say y'all.
Chris,
Don't say y'all.
Chris almost made me a believer. I ain't gonna lie. He made some valid points, man. He don't believe in them in the playoffs.
I got it. Like that was my whole thing. I don't believe in them in the playoffs. Now, regular season is one thing. Do I give them credit for the regular season? Hell yeah, they've been balling this season. I give them all that credit. But I got to see it. I don't see them when the playoffs start and the real season starts and it's a different type of game and pace. I don't see them being able to withstand that 7 game at that rate.
So right now, how deep do you have them going in the playoffs?
Right now,
it depends on who they play.
They would be playing the Magic right now.
They play the Magic first round,
and then the 4-5.
Then they would be. Then they either play the Celtics or the Sixers the second round.
Second round out of here.
Yeah, I don't got them playing like the Magic. Really,
I think they could beat Philly though.
I don't. I think Philly has that edge over them.
What edge? I don't know. Philly, to me, they be crumbling in the fourth quarter all the time, yo.
It's a different Philly. And then again, when you talk about playoffs, it's a different. Like Jimmy Butler has that playoff experience. He has that grit. He has that playoff, that edge. I think that's going to go a long way, and it's going to help them grow.
Yeah.
But we need to see which Embiid is going to be out there too.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
He's out longer than expected. I'll tell you that.
I wouldn't be surprised if they kept him out the entire regular season, the rest of the regular season.
They did that last year, right?
I find it funny. What was homeboy name that was doing the fake tweets? He had his wife tweeting.
Oh, the owner? I don't know.
Nah, not the owner. I think he was the GM or something like that.
I can't remember his name. I know who you're talking about, though.
Costangelo or something like that?
Oh, Brian Colangelo?
Colangelo, there you go. One of the things she said was that he didn't like Embiid because he didn't take care of his body. He didn't do enough to take care of his body to stay healthy. He still got that same back problems from that kept him out from draft, and now he got this knee problem. You too young, man. Better take care of yourself.
You Greg Oden.
Nah, I ain't no.
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Shout out to Greg Oden being in the Big Three. Big Three looking all right now.
What you got, PH? I ain't even going to. Greg Oden going to play half a game.
She was a half court.
Play. I mean, it's only a half a game, half court. Just stand under the rim, fam. That's it.
Shout out to Ice Cube, man.
If Big Baby can make it, he can do it.
Black word, black.
But shout out to Trae Young, figuring it out now.
That's a shot. Go ahead.
Making it look real. And ain't no shot. Ain't no shot.
You saw his last comment about his size?
Nah.
They asked him about his size. He said, when you're the most dangerous person on the court, it doesn't matter.
Talk your shit, young man.
I like that.
Bars and more bars.
I'll be shaving that hero soon, real soon. Crazy.
He gonna be like James Harden. He ain't gonna shave until he wins. Nah, but glad he figuring it all out. He making that trade look a lot more even now. That Luka still looking like a star, superstar. Next coming of whatever. But I mean, I ain't really been watching the NBA really recently, man. I don't like the storylines that's going on. It's like the WWF right now. LeBron this, KD that, Kyrie this. I don't want to talk to the media. Y'all getting on my nerves. It's starting to get boring with that, man. Either you want to deal with it, you want to be in the light, or you don't. And for y'all to want to be the man, and Kyrie left to be the man, and KD want to be the man, they seem to be. As soon as they get in the light, they shy back. Like, what is it that you want? You want the wins in the light, but you don't want to do nothing else?
Nah, KD ain't want to be the man. That's why his black ass went over there.
Very true, but that's not what other people say.
KD, I wouldn't say KD didn't want to be the man, but
not want to be the man.
I don't think he wanted to be the man too either, fam.
I truly think KD really just wants to play ball.
Yeah,
I believe
just want to win, and that's it. Whatever it takes.
I don't think he cares though. Like as far as wanting to be the man, I don't think he cares.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He just want to play ball. He don't care. He know he one of the nicest dudes. So
good catch. Good catch.
He just want to play ball.
That's like when catches where the NFL play the tiptoes right there. Good one, Chev.
Well, what you got, Chris?
Oh, for me, the NBA is everything is falling in line, man. Finally glad they stopped talking about that whole Harden. So I'm glad that's over as far as that 30-point game. I don't know. I'm waiting for the playoffs now. Like I've been in playoff mode probably about 2 months now, and I'm just ready to see what dudes do when it really matters. Like all of this 30-point games, like legit. The Bulls had a 160-point game. I don't care how many overtimes it went to. It was just 160 points and each team had like 160. There's no way that should be happening. Like,
well, I mean, 4 overtimes. I mean, that might be all right.
No, I do not care.
No, son, you got to be tired after that. I mean,
tired? I'd be tired of watching. I'd be in the stands like.
You shouldn't score that many points, bro.
Like, you know how many belligerent fans was probably left in that stand that was mad lit? What you got, Puda?
I'm with you, man. I'm waiting for the playoffs. It feels like the season is just dragging. I will say a healthy Houston team is, they look a lot better.
Amon Shumpert, you like it? No? You still don't like it?
Amon Shumpert's defense. That's a joke. That's a joke. The Celtics, man, I just don't understand what's going on over there. And it's funny because him and LeBron split up, and they're both going through like the same type of turmoil. Well, not the same type. But
I was about to say, it's the same going over there in Boston.
Both going through a soap opera. Yo, that video that Chips posted where LeBron got pushed to play defense, that would never be forgotten. That shit.
Kuzma.
It's bullshit. It's sick of that.
Yo, he pushed him like.
I wish I was in the huddle after the timeout, son.
Props to him for having the reflexes to still be able to jump and try to block the shot. Because he damn near got pushed out of bounds.
Most dudes would have turned around like, what the fuck?
Oh, he pressed him in the locker room.
That's what I said. A timeout after that or whatever, son.
I want to give a quick shout out to Pop because I remember in the beginning of the season, the Clippers were up there, and Pop was the only one out of all 5 of us that was pretty much saying he don't believe in them, and he believed they're gonna fall down. That's pretty much what they did. As far as playoff goes, I don't know. I think the East is gonna be real good series wise. If it was to start today, that Philly-Boston series will probably go 7. I don't think it will go 5 like last year. And even though it went 5 last year, all the games are pretty much close. Toronto and Brooklyn, man. How many games did you get at, Pop?
6.
7.
Nah, 6. I give it 6.
6? You think they will? I guess. Milwaukee, I don't know, man. I think I'm with Chris. We was talking about it earlier. I don't think they would go past the second round. If Boston is there, I think they could be through them. I just think Philly always crumbles late in games, man, for some reason. Like they just do that. They remind me of OKC with Durant and Westbrook. Not with the turnovers, but they just crumble. Their defense collapses to me. As far as the rookie of the year goes, I mean, yeah, Luka's balling, but it's to a losing effort. I mean, he's down there. They're like 13th in the league or something like that. They're like 13th in the West. I'm sorry. What about Ayton, man? He's balling.
Under the radar. No, he's really under the radar.
Averaging like a double-double or some stupid
Yeah.
shit.
No, ain't no like. He's averaging a double-double.
Yeah, yo, he's averaging 23 and 11, son, and 2 steals. Like, he should be talked about. If Luka could be talked about, he could be talked about too. He needs to be in the conversation.
So you just gonna jump ahead. You gonna turn the pages. You ain't want to read the book. You want to just turn the pages. Oh, okay. Okay.
All right, well, y'all can skip me. You know what? I'm sorry, y'all. Chips, what you got? I'm just happy to be back, baby. Chips, what you got?
Real quick, I'm reading this quote from Stephen A. Smith's show today. He said, I've spoken to folks about Kevin Durant and Kyrie and a couple other free agents about them going to the New York Knicks. And their response was, excuse me, we said New York. We never said just the Knicks.
Oh, shut up.
Here he go, man.
Shut up.
He said this summer the Nets and the Clippers is really threatening the Lakers and the Knicks for free agents.
Y'all can pay them, Pop?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right. Remember, you heard it here first, man. Stephen A. trying to bite off our man. We said it first, man. We talked about that first.
Yo, my bad for the rookie of the year, John, bro.
You good. Before Chips go, though, I got one question. I mean, is it safe to say Melo's never playing again, or?
Took my thunder, baby.
Oh,
Go ahead. Rock out.
I was just asking.
Rock out, player. Rock out, player.
I was asking. I wasn't even trying to no shade. No shade.
Well, it's a valid question, man. It's a valid question.
His name is all the shade, fam. You know that.
It was look at Pop though. Look at Pop.
Pop, ain't nothing over there, son.
Yo, every time Pop moved, he side out the camera.
You want to fight?
Nah, I wasn't even trying to be funny. Like legit.
Look, yo, his eyes all squinted.
Hey, what you said, Puda?
Kind of here because you asshole. You went to the barbershop, bitch.
Son, why I gotta be all of that?
You doing too much.
I asked the question. I ain't say he was. I just said, will he play again? I'm asking.
What you asking?
Yes, he's going to play again.
Thank you. That's all. I mean, I just want to know how y'all felt. My bad. Go ahead, Chips. Sheesh. That's one question, and dudes just go crazy.
Where the fuck that come from?
Oh, man.
Because we talking about basketball, right?
That's a valid question, man. Melo ain't playing, man. Melo need to go over to China, do a Stephon thing or something, you know. I don't know. Anyway, NBA, 2 shout-outs on the East Coast. I want to shout out, or the Eastern Conference, I want to shout out the Indiana Pacers. Playing strong. They are playing some good basketball. Even with Oladipo going down, the team has really balanced scoring. I think they be having like 3 or 4 players in 20 points or better a game. You know, at times, not saying they all averaging that, but the scoring is very balanced. You know, they had some good pickups to help balance that team out, and they playing strong. I thought they was going to fall a lot, but they still holding strong at third place on the Western Conference. Shout out to the Denver Nuggets again. Them boys still playing ball as well. As far as the rest of the league, but touch on what Pop said about the LeBron. That's really irking me. Like, you can't that play that Puda brought up, yo. It's too many videos like that of him just standing there, and for a player like Kuzma to have to push you like you, the 5th man that got picked up that really don't know how to play ball and know who to pick up, when to pick the player up. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, I'm shocked. Like they didn't speak on that during the game. Like, yo, he really just pushed them. Did y'all see that? But LeBron, I think LeBron needs just shut up, bro. I mean, I guess he's shutting up now because there's nothing he can say because all that activated shit and all that other. No, bro. Like you don't have that power right now. You don't have that team, and I said it long before the season started that team would not be able to hold up in the West. They needed help. When they got Tyson Chandler, it was a quick boost. I don't know what happened to him. I don't even see him, being as effective. I don't even know if it's fair for the way people blame Luke Walton.
It's not.
I don't know.
Not.
To me, it's not.
I see a lot of people blaming his substitution pattern, and I even seen a post where somebody said he came out of timeout and featured what's the lanky dude, JaVale McGee, and they was beefing about that. I'm like, I don't like if you have the king on your team, right? And we've all seen him take subpar teams to higher levels. Like, you got to put the blame on him for tearing that team apart the way he did. It's clear. They was playing better basketball. I ain't going to front. At the beginning of the season, when they was hovering around 3 or 4, I was a little nervous with my bets.
You're going to win now.
Because they was playing spirited basketball. They was competing, and they was able to pull some things together to win some games. I always thought they would fall down. I didn't know how much. So I thought my bet was safe. But, like, right now, like, I don't see how people will want to put it on Luke Walton. This is not just a Luke Walton thing. When you got him, you knew what his coaching style was. You know where he was coming from. You knew the type of offense he was going to bring you. And now it's a problem. Because when you think about it, in Golden State, they shift lineups all the time. All the time. They use damn near all they bench. That's where he came from. So now you can't hire the man and be hyped like, yeah, we got this mind from Golden State offense, and it's going to be good money. And now LeBron come over there, fuck up the chemistry, want to trade the whole damn team.
Change the entire game plan.
Hold on, fam. They had chemistry over there before LeBron got there?
I don't know, because the second game, Rondo got into a fight.
No. I didn't say they had chemistry before he got there, but in the beginning of the season, they were playing well. They were playing together. You know what I'm saying? Brandon Ingram was showing flashes. Kuzma was doing what he was doing.
I would say they did have chemistry last year. It was just a growing team of a bunch of rookies and second-year players. So, yeah, the expectation wasn't for them to be great last year, but for what they had, yeah, they had chemistry, and Luke had a plan.
Everybody knew this wasn't going to be the Lakers' year. It was supposed to be next year, but this looks really terrible. This looks bad.
To me, it looks bad. It all looks bad because of LeBron and his boy, the agent. Like you got to be smarter, man. You got to be smarter. You playing for this team right now. You playing with this team right now. You got to move a certain way, man. You can't alienate the whole team. Talk about every week them boys had to see their names in trade rumors or whatever, and it was on Front Street. And the way New Orleans dicked them, like the way New Orleans flipped it on them, that was brilliant. Brilliant.
So shouldn't some of the blame for the lack of chemistry go on Pelinka and Magic?
Oh, yeah, them too, because they let it happen. Being greedy. Instead of just, you got your star. You signed him for what, 4 or 5 years?
4.
You knew you wasn't doing nothing this year. You knew you wasn't competing for a championship there. You know what your roster is. Don't tear it up while you're in mid-season. Do your due diligence behind the scenes like a GM is supposed to do, like a president is supposed to do. Do it the smart way. You can't just say just because LeBron cohorted, with Rich Paul or whatever to get Anthony Davis to request a trade, then y'all all in on trying to make that trade happen on Front Street. just think about it. When Melo wanted to be traded to the Knicks, right? You heard that the Knicks was trying to get him. You heard little rumors here and there, but it wasn't like, oh, we giving him this one, we giving him that one, we giving him this one. You know what I'm saying?
It's a different era in there too.
That's because I think that's because there was no other teams trying to go out. There were other teams trying to go out to Anthony Davis too. So everybody was putting their business out there.
No, just trying to get Melo.
And it was a different era too.
And I think it's more to what Pop is saying about the era. The era where these players think they can just dictate everything, and they do it carelessly. They do it like without caution.
I'm not mad at the players trying to do what they want to do. Owner's been doing the bullshit for the longest.
But I'm not speaking. I'm not saying that they shouldn't. Whatever you do, like if LeBron and Rich Paul had a conversation with Anthony Davis, and that came about that he was going to request a trade, just keep it behind the scenes. Let it happen naturally. Let Anthony Davis go to the office. If Anthony Davis just goes to the office and say, I want to trade, and nobody else says anything, somebody might try to pull a rumor, but it wouldn't have as much feet as these rumors had because they were talking about it. Because it was out there. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, ain't nobody gonna say I would try to rob the store if I wasn't in the area. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm in the area and I'm in the store while the dudes is robbing it, my name might get put in there. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't know, man. It's this day and age, and this leads to my, like Pop said, the era. Like this leads to the rest of what I want to talk about. The Kyrie Irving thing. Him wanting to be the man, and now you're talking about you can't wait till you stop playing so you don't have to deal with this. Fam, if you really want to come to New York, bro, I'm going to need you to toughen up. I'm going to need you to toughen up. Because this media ain't no joke. The fans ain't no joke. The people that hate the Knicks ain't no joke. Your name will get...
People that love the Knicks, they ain't no joke.
Yeah. Your name will get dragged in the dirt. And you got to be able to stand on your own, too. Answer questions, B. You can't try to walk past the camera, man. You are a star. You guys are stars in the NBA, man. Start acting like it, man. Start acting like it. And that also goes to the next topic that we're going to talk about, Russell Westbrook. And him beefing with the fans. The little boy touched him. Right? So now the question comes up, should fans have more restrictions with their access to the players? No fan should not have any more restriction than they have. Security at the stadium needs to do their job, right? So if a little boy touches you, Westbrook, and you got an anger issue, like you got anger problems.
He didn't know who touched him at first. So let's be fair.
No, he didn't know, but he turned around and saw it.
Yeah, he probably saw his parents like, what are y'all doing?
No, why would you do that? It's a little boy. A little boy's gonna be a little boy.
Wild out on him, he just spoke to him, son.
No. It's not that he wilded out on him there, but you come into the post conference and you complain about it. Like it's nothing to complain about. A little boy is sitting courtside. If my son is sitting courtside next to me, I'm not gonna pop his hand if he reach out and touch somebody's jersey.
Let me ask you a question though. As much stuff as he hear from fans talking shit about him or how he playing, how he know that's not one of them fans that want to do some harm to him?
Again, he turned around, looked at him, and realized it was the little boy.
Okay.
At that point, you should just be like, oh, all right, cool. What's up, little man? And then keep it moving. That's it.
Oh, he spoke to him like, listen, you shouldn't be doing this.
No,
he pushed him. He didn't just touch him.
He didn't push him, son. He went like this with his hand. He didn't push him like and made him stumble.
He's not gonna make him stumble from the seated position, little boy.
Exactly. That's
my point. And he was
little boy ain't gonna hurt him.
The little boy.
It do not matter.
The little boy was standing up, son. The little boy stood up and touched him with his left hand, if I remember the video correctly. Like tapped him. That's what he did. So at that point, when you turn around, you see that's a little boy. you don't have to say nothing to the parents. It's a little boy excited to be sitting courtside. Now, if it's a grown man or, you know, somebody who's more mature, then by all means, have words with that person. And then what needs to happen, right? What needs to happen is at that point, security needs to come remove the fan, and they need to start giving out lifetime bans for, you know, or season bans or whatever. That's what needs to happen. But let me tell you, I don't want to go to a basketball and sit behind a glass ring like I'm at a hockey game. You know what I'm saying? If I get, go ahead, I'm listening.
Because you purchased a ticket, that makes it okay for you to touch people.
No, it doesn't make it okay for you to touch people.
All right, so then you have to set a precedent, because now that if you let that little kid rock, now a teenager might want to do it, and then once it becomes normal, once it becomes a norm, then it's going to be like, yo, it's okay. They let
people
out. You have to nip that in the bud before it becomes something else.
Let me say something. This has been, for fans to reach out and touch players, has been the norm in almost every sport.
Yeah, they put their hand out to get a high five.
Yeah.
Or you touch them back.
Or you know, tap them on the shoulder as they walking by. It happens.
Son, he pushed him. He didn't ask for
it. You keep saying he pushed him like he really hurt him.
He didn't know who did it until
but we're saying after the fact. You keep saying that. He's already said he's talking about after he realized.
Turn around.
How many times have we seen videos of people going from the court into the stand, going into the locker room, and somebody do something and they spaz on them fans for doing something?
Okay, but that's a disrespectful.
Don't touch.
That's the disrespectful fan. And like I said,
you don't know what that touch is when you're not paying attention.
Exactly. He felt like whatever that was
don't touch me. Don't touch me, son. You're not a don't. You don't have the right to touch me.
And that's fine. That's fine. What he's saying is for him to keep it going after the fact is a bit much.
The intent. When you don't know what's going on behind you, and somebody touch you, you're turning around like, what the fuck is it? Why is this person touching me? And then when you turn around and you see it's a kid, you gotta bring yourself back down. But you're gonna say something like, "Yo, watch your kid. Don't let your kid come over here and touch."
And so, okay, hold on. I don't think that part has been. Hold on. I don't think that part has been disagreed with by anybody.
Chips is disagreeing with that.
No, Chips said that part.
He said, don't say so. He's saying let it go.
And then said after the fact, like in the post-conference,
let it go,
he then kept talking about.
He said let it go.
No, that's not all I said. I said he should have let it go once you see a little boy. But if you want to say something to the parents and let it be.
He did say something to the parents.
At that point,
I know he did. I'm saying that's let it go after that. He went to the post.
That's what he said.
This is why the conversation came up.
I don't want to be touched. I don't want to be touched.
Okay,
you have the right to not want to be touched by somebody, son.
Which is fine.
Why you gotta
let it go? Why you gotta let it go?
After the fact. So again, once you realize.
No. I'm talking about to the media. Why can't he express it?
Why not? Why?
Because he wants to be known. Don't touch me. I don't want to be touched. So y'all saw what that little kid do? Hey guys, everybody has seen that? Listen, don't do that no more. Nobody don't touch
You'll see him walk up to somebody, give him a foul. So if that's the case, then athletes should not be able to do that either then. You can't have it when you want to have it.
Hey,
that's different though.
I don't remember him going in the stand giving somebody a foul.
No, he's definitely done that
by fans and gives daps and all of that.
He's definitely done that before.
All do that.
He's definitely done that before. Listen, my whole point is you can't have your cake and eat it too. The NBA for years hold on, let me finish. The NBA for years has been an interactive game with the fans. For years. Players have been interacting with fans for years. Fans interact with players. It happens. A little boy stood up and tapped you, not pushed you, not shoved you, not slapped you. A little boy touched you with his hand, and you said,
I don't like you saying a little boy.
It was a little boy.
He didn't know that.
But we're talking
But when he turned around, he saw that.
But he felt the way before he knew what was behind him.
Okay, but like you said, Pop, when you turn around, you might turn around like, yo, who pushing me?
Exactly.
Okay, but when you see, but it wasn't a push. Let's bring it back. It wasn't a push.
Don't touch me though. Period. Don't
right?
touch me.
Who touching me? Right? Who touching me? Right? Touching me in the NBA.
While I'm playing, this is during the play, by the way.
Listen. Once, like you said, you turn around, you see that little boy. Bring yourself back down, son. It's not that serious. Stop being so sensitive.
He did bring it.
Stop being so sensitive, B.
But
Stop being so sensitive.
He didn't bring it so
hostile when he went and said something?
Huh?
Was he hostile when he went and said something?
No, he was.
All right.
Okay.
I say yes or no, son.
He said no. He said no. But that's what
said no. But what is he
doing?
He gonna be hostile with the media? Who he's gonna be hostile with?
He wasn't hostile with nobody.
He said to bring it down. He didn't do
Hold on. Listen. Pop said bring it down. He said bring yourself down from your anger that you had.
Right.
That's what he said.
And that's what he did.
So at that point, I'm saying bring it down.
Right.
Again, like you just said.
Cool. It's a little boy.
Bring it down.
No, let the media know this is not cool. I have no issue with how Westbrook handled the whole thing from beginning to end.
I've seen Westbrook overreact time and time to many things.
I'm talking about this situation. I have no problem with what he did, son. He was professional the whole way.
I didn't say it wasn't. I'm not arguing his professionalism. The question is,
let it go. You have the right to not want to be touched.
The question is, should fans have more restriction?
Yeah,
yes, absolutely.
So, okay, so what should the NBA do?
I don't know, but to answer your question, yes.
They shouldn't be touched. They shouldn't be allowed to touch them.
Which we agree. Which we all agree upon.
I don't agree with that.
Hold on.
Chips don't agree with that, though.
That means a lifetime.
No, Chips agree with that.
No, he just said you don't agree with that.
No, I don't agree. Fans should not have to touch or should not be able. Listen, of course, a fan should not be able to reach out on the court and touch or grab a player like that in the middle of a game. I get that, right? I'm not saying that fans should be able to do that as if players running by them or not. All I'm saying is, for a little boy to have done that, it should not be a big issue or a big deal.
But it wasn't about the little boy, son. You focusing on that it was a kid.
That's what happened.
But that's not the point, though.
No,
the
what
point
happened was he got touched during the game.
Exactly. The point is that he got touched while he was playing the game.
So the bigger picture is,
it's not the fact that it was
that should happen. No. I think we all agree, no, it shouldn't happen, right?
I agree with that.
Okay.
I agree with that.
So we're in agreement with that. Nobody needs to convince that part. Is this as I would say severe as, say, if it was an adult who, like Puda said, pushed them, or you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't with the intent of harm. So I think it doesn't need to be looked upon as severe as that.
You got to be proactive, not retroactive. You got to be proactive.
Saying things.
You have to be proactive. You're not supposed to wait until somebody get punched to do something.
I mean, but they already have that in place. They have security. They have
but security can't be everywhere.
Exactly.
So can one of y'all give me what they should do to have fans have more?
Because you're right, security can't be everywhere.
They should have kicked them out. Don't touch. You touch, you get kicked out.
Make an example.
Which most of the time they do. So in that
I did say that.
And they do that for verbal, Chris. And they do that for verbal. So why not touching?
What you mean? They do that for verbal.
But I did say that. They already had that in place.
All right, but it seemed like your issue was that he said something to the media. He's putting it out there that he don't want to be touched.
I do have an issue because I think he's sensitive and I think he has an anger issue. I do have an issue with that.
Right.
I do.
I'm not gonna.
He may be that. He may have those, but not in that situation.
Don't touch
a little boy touching him.
So then again, that goes back to
stop seeing a little boy touching him.
He don't want to be touched by anybody.
Okay, and again, going back to the question, there should be more restrictions as far as what are y'all saying. What suggestion would y'all give them? Because you can't add but so much more restrictions. So what would there be?
Glass. Floor seats a wrap. Put the glass. Oh, wow.
You see that clown shit? Put the glass.
Hold on. Put the field goal net up. Fuck it. Let's do it.
Or every NBA court should be raised.
No, put the field goal net. There we go.
Or lowered.
Yo, there was a total opposite of that the other day where security was having an issue with somebody in the stands, and then Steph Curry decides to take his monkey ass over there to try to defuse the situation.
Or maybe the seat should be further away.
He shouldn't be allowed to do that either. He put his own self in danger doing that because he don't know what was going on over there. So there should be something over there to restrict the players from or the fans from interacting with each other like that. Because if this is going to be a problem, then there needs to be a resolve.
It ain't no problem. That's
all right, yo.
How often do we see that happens though, where it is a problem?
Exactly. It ain't no problem, son. It don't happen.
Why we gotta hold on? Why we gotta be reactive? Why we can't just be proactive?
Again, because you could be overreactive.
Nah.
Like there's no right now. Would you say that there's an issue? There's something in place that would cause this to happen?
Man, you see how these NBA players be diving into the stands, crushing everybody?
You think that's not gonna hurt more if they put a wall there?
It won't hurt the fans though. It won't hurt the people who buy the ticket.
So you willing to put the money at risk, is what you're saying. You want to put the person that bring the money at risk.
They're gonna fall into a human in a chair or glass. Which one? Which one
is down for the ball? That's what's gonna happen.
Glass ain't gonna break. So it's gonna be fiber. It's gonna be the hockey glass.
Listen, Russell Westbrook, stop wearing so much tight fucking clothes. Stop being sensitive.
I agree with
That's what Chip's issue is. Chip's got an issue with him personally.
Get your fucking testosterone.
Why you say that to begin with, man?
And stop
That's what
bitching.
you wanted to say.
Don't tell Russell Westbrook to get.
Stop bitching, man.
He's a bull.
Stop bitching. You can't be tough on the court when somebody foul you and want to fight at every player, and then a little boy touch you and you spazzing out.
He didn't know it was a little boy to
spazz out though.
He didn't spazz out.
He didn't spazz out. He didn't.
Well, whining and complaining. Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Oh, the fans need to be more restricted. Get out of here, man. The fans is the reason why you get that check, B. Your NBA star. Embrace
Al, did you read that article where all the players talking about the first time they got called the N-word from a fan?
That's different, man. We're not talking about that.
How you know that's not what?
Why is it different?
Because that's different. That's something
He's on the road.
That's
people already probably talking shit to him.
First of all, I'm a fan. If I want to call Russell Westbrook a fucking bum, I call him a fucking bum. As long as I call him something derogatory, hold on. As long as I don't call him nothing derogatory,
I just said the N-word.
Or then that fan needs to be removed, which they probably did.
No, Sam.
Thank you.
Are you listening to yourself right now?
Why wouldn't? Why? Why you
asked you? Did you see the article about people saying the N-word, and you said that's different? And now you're saying, well, yeah, if they saying the N-word, get them out of here.
I'm saying that's different from a little boy touching a player.
Okay.
That's what's different.
Again, you gotta look at it. We're looking at it as oh, the little boy was trying to hurt him. Somebody using derogatory language, that's intent. In this case, we're not talking. There was no intent there.
You have the right to.
I'm not saying there was.
I'm not saying that, Puda. I'm not. Nobody's disagreeing with that. Puda, stop saying that.
It seems like it.
No, I'm just saying if you're gonna compare that to being called the N-word or something derogatory, there's intent there.
No. What I'm comparing it to is that there is a fear of what a fan can do.
That exactly.
That is in their mind.
That's what I was trying to.
But they have.
So if you know that there is a fear that somebody could do something like that, and you're going to pass the ball, and you feel somebody push you or touch you, you don't know what's going on.
But that's not a fear. I don't think that's a fear because they wouldn't play the game. That's why I said I don't think. I don't know it. I don't think that's like you don't know that is a fear. So you can't say, oh, that's a fear that's in their mind. Nobody knows that except them.
Well,
but the same way with those barriers.
He said it though.
Well,
you said what?
He said that he don't want to be touched. That players shouldn't be touched.
But that's not saying that I have a fear of somebody doing something to me or hurting me. Saying I don't want to be touched is completely his right.
That something should be done. There's a reason why he's saying that. He's not saying that for no reason.
Again, but we don't know that. You don't know that. He didn't say that wasn't specified.
The reason is because he's extra sensitive and wear too much tight clothes. That's
ain't nobody listening to shit.
Get your
But the
fucking
same way that a
testosterone up.
fan
A
would
little
be
boy
removed
touch you. You
for
just angry.
calling or the derogatory. I get it.
Angry, and you got anger issues, and you need to deal with those.
Man, he didn't even get angry. He didn't even get wild.
I don't know why you keep saying
I
that.
don't know.
He did get angry.
When was
He
the
turned
anger?
around angry when he felt the truth.
Or did he turn around like you can't be serious?
No, he turned around like he was getting ready to say, "Who the fuck touching me?"
All right, yes.
So he got angry in the moment, right?
No, I don't know what the emotion was, but don't touch me.
What's the emotion when somebody touching you like, yo, who the
He wasn't angry, son. He was caught off guard, son.
He was surprised. I don't know.
Oh, that's what emotion that is? Okay.
Somebody like Steven Jackson would have hit him with the ball, so the fan should be happy it wasn't.
Exactly. There is no
He could have turned around with an elbow.
You know what? Next time Westbrook, you slap his pops, man. That's it. Fuck.
Only thing I would say is,
wait, Chase. What if he would have spent around with an elbow like "Don't touch me"? What if he would have did that?
Without even looking.
No, he would have been wrong.
And that would have been his reaction.
Yes or no? What do you have?
I think it would have been wrong. Yeah, I think it would have been wrong.
the team would have thought he was wrong when they got sued.
What's wrong with this dude, man? Yo.
On to the next topic.
You're boss, but you're not.
Unbelievable.
We have compiled, since the recent combine effects, we have gone through and created first ever, very own MizFitz Sport mock draft. After long debating, going through each team, the MizFitz have compiled a list of all 32 picks, including what we think would be specific trades and trade-ups from different teams. Now, obviously, we're going off of team needs, what holes we feel need to be filled, and
fan favorites. They might be some of those in there. You never know.
I gotta give you guys this shit together. This shit is complex, man.
what you said.
I gotta give y'all a shout for putting this shit together. This shit is crazy.
Son. Yo, it took us. What time we started yesterday, son? What? 4 hours yesterday?
Probably about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
This is
Like right when you got off, probably.
very impressive.
6 hours. It took us to get 31 picks. Now, mind you, people do this by themselves.
Yes.
All 7 rounds, fam. No.
7 rounds?
7 rounds. 7.
Between the team's interests, what they looking for, needs. Oh shit, I don't know.
They don't have the trades, what they traded for, everything. That's too much.
Y'all would have told me to do this, I would have logged on to Mel Kiper's website and just copied his whole
Yo.
But so here's the list. We're gonna go down. We're gonna go in groups of 10, and we're gonna break it down that way because we ain't gonna go through all 32 in one shot. Obviously, it's a consensus now as far as everything that's looking. We agree the Arizona Cardinals will be taking Kyler Murray with the very first pick in the draft.
Yes. Fuck up the draft, fam. Let's go.
I was about to say, what you clapping for?
Let's go. Fuck it all the way up.
Right now, we currently have a trade in the works. We feel like there's going to be a trade up. Since Kyler Murray's going off the board first, teams aren't going to want to wait to think that the next quarterback is going to get to him. So we got the New York Giants proposing a trade or making a trade with the San Francisco 49ers at the number 2 pick. Obviously, the details we don't know. We ain't getting into all of that. We just saying they swap picks.
Huh?
And the New York Giants selecting Dwayne Haskins with the number 2 overall pick, selecting their quarterback.
After getting a top-notch running back the year before.
Like that. I like that.
New York Jets with the 3rd pick are keeping it, going with Nick Bosa off the edge.
Unfortunately.
Oh,
So we needed to trade back, get some more picks, man. There ain't no trading up because the Giants and Jets ain't making no trade with each other. That ain't happening.
Oakland Raiders with their first of 4 first-round picks take Quinnen Williams, the defensive tackle.
That is crazy. 4 first rounders. Wow.
Yes. My man is, what is he, 315 and ran a 4.79 40?
Yes. Tampa Bay with the number 5 pick, going with Jonah Williams, offensive line. Feel like didn't they took Jameis Winston? They kept his next year option, right?
You said they can't keep it? Yes, he's staying there.
They honored the next year option, so they're gonna get him some protection.
They need to get him something else. Boot the fuck out of Tampa Bay. That's what they need to do.
Okay. At number 6, San Fran traded from the New York Giants. Take Devin White, LSU linebacker. I'd be very happy with that, even though
that was a fan favorite right there for y'all listeners. But go ahead, Chris.
Somewhat, not necessarily. I'd be
fan favorite, y'all.
I'd be happy with Greedy, but I ain't. Never mind. That was the most logical. Washington, we feel like Washington's going to trade up with the Jacksonville Jags since Jacksonville's going after Nick Foles. They don't need a quarterback, so they feel like they trade back. And Washington trades up to get Drew Lock from Mizzou. Detroit Lions stick to their normal path at number 8 and go with DK Metcalf.
The next Calvin Johnson.
That's what they're going to be hoping. Buffalo Bills look to replace Kyle Williams after his retirement last year and go with Ed Oliver from Houston, who's basically predicted to be the next Aaron Donald.
Which I would have told them, yo, shut your mouth, fam. Don't even put that.
Don't wish that evil on me.
Word, son.
At number 10, Denver goes offensive line to replace or to protect Joe Flacco, their new quarterback, and they go Jawan Taylor.
I don't understand that damn trade.
What trade?
What y'all think of the first 10, fellas? Any questions? Any concerns?
Yo, PH. Let me ask PH a question. Locke was the third quarterback. You were saying that was the good quarterback in the draft. You talking about a brief.
It was really he was the third best quarterback in the draft.
All right, that's all I really had.
What you want to say, Chips?
Well, first to piggyback, better than the Duke kid.
Yeah,
because it's speculated he hit his ceiling. He ain't gonna get no better.
Yeah.
Why does Washington need to trade up?
Because even though Denver have Flacco, they still need somebody, an actual quarterback of the future. And I think that was Drew Lock, from what Elway's been talking and just how they've been talking about him. I just felt like Denver would have probably taken him with that pick.
Between that, I would say Denver probably would have went with him if he was available. Miami needs a quarterback, as well as Cincinnati could be looking for a quarterback of the future since Andy Dalton honestly ain't getting any better.
And who y'all think is trading up where the Giants need to trade from 6 to 2?
Them same teams.
Either one of them,
Miami, Washington.
Washington, definitely.
But to get to that number 2, you don't really want to go that far back. 13.
Washington ain't getting from 15 to 2.
No, exactly. That's why we're saying the Giants will trade up to get Haskins. Washington ain't got no chance at that.
Well, I'm asking, why do they need to? You're not answering my question.
They
don't know if Miami or one of them could make that trade.
I feel like Washington could make a trade up from 15 to 2. That's not far-fetched. You give up your
the
first.
Raiders might want to get Haskins, trade all them damn picks. You never know.
I mean, yeah, you give up your first, second this year, first next year. I don't see that being far-fetched, especially if you're not in need of a quarterback and you really want those holes to fill. You'll take more picks and then future picks as well.
I don't see the Giants trading up.
Hashtag no expectations, man.
Again, son, this is like 4 seasons in a row.
The season ain't even started.
Not only is this 4 seasons in a row with the Giants, it's like 4 or 5 seasons in a row with the Knicks. Come on, son.
Listen, they gotta show me something. And this last thing with Collins, letting him walk, that's another.
If they get Haskins, can we get that no expectations bullshit out of here for this season?
No, because Haskins
he ain't gonna play this season.
Because he's not gonna play. He's not gonna start playing. He's a rookie, second of all.
They got too much confidence.
I gotta see what he does.
Should have watched the combine, fam. You'd have seen it. You'd have seen what he could do.
We still got holes to fill.
Which is why I don't like them trading up.
What holes? You gonna say the offensive line?
Offensive line, defensive side of the ball.
Didn't our boy just win offensive MVP?
I said line. We said at running back. I ain't worried about running back.
But with that same offensive line, that bullshit offensive line,
what about the quarterback being?
The quarterback is the issue, son. The quarterback is the issue.
So no expectations.
And please believe most of what he did on his own talents.
Oh, he definitely did it on his own.
It wasn't big holes that he was plowing, breezing through. So I mean, they got a lot of holes to fill. And this thing with Collins, letting Collins walk as a free agent, getting nothing back from him. You can tag him, and you don't even try to get no picks, no nothing for above average safety.
Tag and trade.
Huh?
I don't know if you can tag and trade.
Yes, you can.
You can.
Tag and trade.
Yes, you can.
That's just going to be harder because that tag money is guaranteed, so teams know they're going to have to eat that.
It's 11 million total. No.
They could have tagged him and traded him for something.
No.
Again.
I don't remember even hearing something like that happening.
No,
that's not something that happens for you to say that they could have did that.
It has. I don't know if it has happened, but I know they got offered picks for him last year. I know they got offered picks for him last year. He is an above average safety in the NFL. Somebody would have gave something for him. You don't just let him walk away. That's an asset. To let an asset walk away, it's just mind-boggling. So therefore, till they stop doing shit like that, it's #no expectations. And in the last 2-3 seasons, we lost like 24 games, son. It's nothing for me to be excited about.
All right, we're gonna keep going with this mock draft here.
Let me say Metcalf. I've been hearing a lot about him.
Mm-hmm.
So let me tell you something. I heard they were talking about him, and there's a picture of him on Instagram. He can look retarded. So his body looked like it's made.
Chalk that up. Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's one.
Whatever. Anyway, everybody was like, he looked like an evolved person. That's what he looks like, son.
What you was gonna ask, Chips?
Do y'all see him being effective? Because I don't know if I heard correctly, but was he a late bloomer?
I think he's a junior, so I don't think he had real.
You don't really know. You can't really say that too much.
Yeah.
Stupid face is stupid, man.
Yeah.
But you played on Ole Miss, so they sucked.
Yeah, they didn't really have quarterback play like that.
It seemed like his whole rave is about his physique.
Not his speed.
Yeah.
He definitely dominated. I seen the video. I think it was him where he was crying to his family.
Yeah, that was him.
He ran a 4.33 40, and
he was definitely dominated.
Was saying he could he could shave some time off of that because he run like a retard.
What? What? Yeah, drink up.
Yo, Steven, you're an idiot for that.
Nah, I'm not. That's serious though. They said his the way he runs, they say he could probably knock off to probably be like under 4.3 with his speed.
The only thing I would say outside of his physique, his overall size, for a wide receiver to be 6'3" that fast, you haven't seen it since the likes of Julio Jones, Calvin Johnson. So the rave is all of what he could be, but there's no way of knowing, like, you know what I mean? Like, the expectation is there, and then when you think about his game tapes and, like, his highlight reels and stuff, he has good hands, But will he be able to translate that into the NFL?
Where he got good college hands. We don't know about the NFL.
Word. It's a lot different when you running across the middle and you like,
it sound like Ross all over again.
Nah. Ross was never supposed to be anything good. And
Ross didn't have the highlights to back his combine.
Ross was talking about that. They said Chris Johnson said he cheated. He ain't beat him in that 40.
What?
No, I'm dead serious. Yo, they have a tape showing him and Chris Johnson beats him every time.
The simulcast joint?
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. We were while we were doing this mock draft, we were definitely questionable about DK Metcalf. We felt like some teams earlier on might have jumped, and went for a reach. But we felt like that was a pretty good spot, consensus-wise. But, going on to number 11, we got Cincinnati going with Greedy Williams, the touted cornerback from LSU.
That's his name?
Yes. Greedy.
Nah. His name is something else. It's some project name.
On any clip, on any highlight, on any update, his name is Greedy Williams.
Yeah, no, you're right. You definitely right. Just like his name is Ha too, right? And that ain't his real name. Project name. Ha Sean. What is wrong with that?
You said Ha Sean?
Yes, that's Ha Clinton Dick's real name. Ha Sean.
Oh man.
Shout out to those names, man. We don't need
no judgment here.
No, definitely some judgment here, man. Definitely judgment.
Name your kid whatever you want, yo.
Don't do that. Don't
appeal to these white people, man.
Don't do that. I ain't got nothing to do with being white or black. That's just a dumbass name.
Thank you.
Hold on. Listen.
And he peed on the elevator and he lived on the first floor.
What?
One day.
Yo, they in the NFL. They not going for no interviews. They'll be all right.
Word.
At number 12.
His first name
is Andreas,
so it's not even a bad name.
Son, Chad legally changed his name to Ocho Cinco. You can do what you want out here.
And he's a dummy.
Hey, how about Meta World Peace?
He's fine. And
he was crazy.
Dummy too.
He was crazy, fam.
Yeah, he's crazy.
He definitely had some issues.
Insane.
Yo, let that little kid touch him. See what happens.
He would have threw him up about 5 rows.
The upper room.
Yo, he would have kicked the field goal.
He would have been in the upper room quick.
Number 12, Green Bay goes defense, and they go with Rashawn Gary from Michigan, the edge rusher. Miami gets their quarterback at 13, Daniel Jones from Duke.
The wrong one for the 15th time. But
most likely.
Wow.
Nah. But I hope we wrong. Black quarterback. Black coach.
Why do that?
About what?
Tannehill's back from injury.
They don't even like Tannehill.
They don't believe in him.
Tannehill washed.
They don't believe in him.
Yeah, he done.
That's why there's been talks of Nick Foles and every other Teddy Bridgewater. Like there's been talks of other free agent quarterbacks going there too. They just don't believe in Tannehill. Atlanta goes defensive tackle with Christian Wilkinson from Clemson.
Backup?
What? You say he's a backup?
Oh, and I'm thinking the quarterback. Never mind. I got it mixed up.
All right. Jags in the trade from Washington go edge rusher Josh Allen from Kentucky.
Another Josh Allen? He be tripping people?
Yeah. Carolina Panthers go tight end. Since Greg Olsen always hurt, he don't never make it through a season. Noah Fant. His combine stock raised this past weekend. At 17, Cleveland goes opposite edge rusher to Myles Garrett with Brian Burns. Minnesota stocks up on another cornerback to help out Rhodes on that other side with Byron Murphy from Washington. Even though he ain't look good against Oklahoma.
He didn't look good, period. Oh, you mean Ohio State, fam?
Ohio State, my bad. Wrong O.
Well, listen, you seen them boys 40 times. All of them was running like track stars, fam.
Tennessee goes cornerback DeAndre Baker out of Georgia, who was arguably one of the best cornerbacks last season.
Pittsburgh got Josh Jacobs out of Alabama, one of the top running backs last season.
You don't know that.
I just wanted to get in there.
Nah, he do. He been doing his homework.
No, he ain't getting no pass. I already told you that, son.
Oh,
no passes, fam.
All right, that next 10, what y'all feeling? What y'all think? Some good matches?
I don't see the Miami going quarterback in the first round.
What would you feel like they need is?
I'm not a Miami fan, so I can't speak on what they need is. But if they're going with Tannehill as they starting quarterback this year, I don't see them going quarterback first round.
Have you heard anything saying that they were in on Tannehill? Because I haven't.
I haven't seen anything come out of there, like negative or positive.
Gotcha. Chips, Puda?
I'm looking, fam.
Jacksonville need an edge rusher?
After losing Dante Fowler or moving Dante Fowler, replacing him,
Okay.
what else would you feel like they need?
I don't know what they need. They need Jesus, cause
They got what they need. Me and Steven talking about
they
it.
got
Quarterback.
What about Pittsburgh? They really need a running back?
Me and Steven stopped and talked on that one a little bit. That was today.
Yeah, that was like a good 15-minute talk right there.
Word.
I said no. He said yes. We flipped the coin. He won. So
Nah, but to put some numbers behind it, last year Pittsburgh only had James Conner. They didn't have any alternative running backs, and then when he got hurt, the other running backs couldn't step up and do anything. Outside of that, James Conner in the pass game was a little shaky. He's more of a north-south runner, straightforward. He's not going to make you miss. Josh Jacobs is an all-around running back, can catch it out the backfield. You know what I mean? You can use him as a dual threat.
You can block.
You don't keep him in for blocking. You could put James Conner in the block.
dual threat.
Oh, my bad, Chips.
All right. 21, we got Seattle, T.J. Hawkinson. It's funny, the first two tight ends off the board, which I think a lot of mock drafts agree with, coming from Iowa.
yes, both the same team.
Yes.
Don't understand it, son. How they both
This tight end was literally the number one tight end in the league until the combine. And his backup wilded out in the combine.
And it's wild because Hawkinson still got busy.
Yep. But we got him going to Seattle. Think that was pretty easy pick for both of us. We were in consensus with that one. Baltimore got them going. Marquise Brown, wide receiver. Getting rid of Crabtree, trying to open it up a little bit. Houston, we got them going offensive line, trying to protect quarterback with Andre Dillard. Oakland, Mike Mayock goes with the speedy wide receiver, the fastest time out of wide receivers in the combine.
Oakland again?
Paris Campbell. Oh yeah, it's more Oakland.
They traded their whole team.
It's more Oakland.
Nah, they got three first in the first round.
Khalil Mack.
I only see three.
Khalil Mack, their pick, and the one for the Cowboys.
I can only see three here. All right, go ahead.
I just told you the three.
Oh, I thought y'all said they got four.
I said four.
Yeah, I said four.
It is 4. We missing one.
You sure?
Yes, sir. It definitely is 4. But we'll keep it going for now. We'll update you.
I'm about to check.
Next up is Philadelphia. We got them going with a pass rusher, a little bit young on that defensive line with Clelin Ferrell. Colts go safety with Nazir Adderley. Oakland up again, and they get their edge rusher, outside linebacker Montez Sweat. Or Sweat. I don't know which one you want to pronounce. I don't know. Chargers go linebacker to shore up that defense with Devin Bush. Because that's exactly what they got ate up at in the playoffs last year. Kansas City with Dexter Lawrence from Clemson, from the national champion Clemson Tigers. Rushing the edge, because it definitely seemed like they're getting rid of D Ford. Green Bay going offense to try and give Aaron Rodgers some help with wide receiver and Keel Harry. There go another one of them names, Chip.
They only got 3 picks.
They do?
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
right.
And then it's probably 4 in the first 2 rounds. That's probably what it is.
It's the Bears pick, the Cowboys pick, and their own pick.
Okay. At 31, we got the Rams going safety to replace LaMarcus Joyner, since they definitely letting him go. And then to round it off, we got those world champion New England Patriots, team that don't need nothing, going wide receiver, Riley Ridley from Georgia, who's arguably one of the best route runners in this draft.
Just think about that.
Listen, I was getting ready to say, you went through that pick. He asked me who they want, who they gonna get. I said it don't fucking matter because they gonna be nice anyway. So what are we picking for?
Yo, you know how long it took me to get PH to actually make a decision on that pick?
So I see they dangled Tannehill out there for trades, but his pay is too high, so nobody bid on it.
That contract that they gave him, yeah.
So with all of that, I don't think if they take Kyler Murray number 1, you don't think they're gonna trade their quarterback during the draft?
Yeah, but it's just a matter of what they want for him. It's a lot of speculation that they want a first round pick, but a lot of people a lot of people think he ain't worth but a second or a third. So
I had to go to the Dolphins section on Bleacher Report to see what was going on over there, and they were saying that the Dolphins is not interested
in who?
In Rosen.
So I think right now the talks that I'm seeing is the Washington Redskins interested in Rosen. I definitely do believe that Rosen is still worth a first round pick. You can't, literally, and honestly, and I seen it earlier today, so I'm not even going to take full credit, but I definitely had this thought in my mind. The Arizona Cardinals are fucking retarded. What happened?
If they draft Kyler Murray?
No. Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, all the consensus is they're drafting Kyler Murray, but literally, last year you traded up to the 10th spot to get this man. So that means you had to give up some pieces to get to that number 10 spot. And then now the very next year, you're willing to just...
Or they're talking the talk to hope somebody trade up and take that first pick.
No. The talks aren't they're interested. The talks are they're getting Kyler Murray. You don't talk, you don't have that talk to trade it away. That's different. The interested talk is one thing, or the not interested, but having a number 1 pick, and it's yo, this is our man. We know who we get. Because at first, I was where you was, Pop. I was all right, maybe they're just trying to get the hype up so they could just, throw the draft for a loop. But the closer and closer we get, especially after Kyler Murray measured in at 5'10" and 1/8, has been all across the board. The new head coach wants Kyler Murray. He fits his offense. I'm like, yo, you don't even know what Josh Rosen got. How you know he don't fit your offense? You have no idea.
When is the draft again?
You said what?
The 24th, I think. April.
Yeah, in April.
Playoffs start, the NBA playoffs. When they start the playoffs?
Just a quick I'm not getting too in depth with the searching, but I haven't seen anything about them looking to trade out. But they are the Dolphins, but they definitely said that they like the kid that y'all named.
I told Chris we probably got like three right, maybe
Word,
4.
we was definitely like, yo, we might have 330.
I'm not holding y'all to nothing. That's better than what I could do. I'd have stopped at 5.
Did y'all compare it to Hypo or Shea?
Nah.
I should have just
F
did
them.
to see how both
MizFitz, man.
I get it.
Nah, we was literally just, we was going through best fits as far as what we saw and what we thought, players could bring to the team. As far as the trades, initially we weren't going to do trades. We were just going to go with the way it was. But we said, fuck it. Let's throw out some surprise trades and see what happens and see how we like the way it looked.
Yeah, we can do the trades. We ain't going to say what they traded for because that's too much.
Word.
So hold on. So these dudes that they were talking about that be doing all 7 rounds, they be having the trades that they're going to do too?
Yeah, they'll have them trades in there too, fam.
They'll have what the expected trade is going to be or what they feel like it should be. Like,
yeah, so since this pick was traded last year for this, they might give up this, and this for this pick.
If Las Vegas was paying you to do it, you would have done it too.
That's different. You're right. I'd have did every round. You're right.
They need
with some Henny and some help.
Vegas, if you listening. All right, man. Keeping it on the NFL.
Real quick. I should have brought this up earlier, but y'all was pissing me off.
I told you we threw him out of his zone, B.
Did y'all see the tampering shit? The whole investigation they did with Paul George and the Lakers?
Oh no.
No.
Yeah, I seen parts of it.
That shit makes me wonder if that has anything to do with him not taking a meeting
not him taking a what?
Meeting with the Lakers at all.
Like why
he did like a very deep investigation, like going through phones and all that.
What happened?
They wanted to see if it was tampering with him joining the Lakers. And it was just weird how bad he wanted to go, and then he didn't even take a meeting. And then this report came out. But I'll send it to y'all later.
I mean, I feel like everybody tamper, man. You look at all these player conferences that they
Magic was on talk shows talking crazy. You're the president of the team.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, that's when you were talking about Magic probably gonna get fired?
He probably gonna get fined.
Yeah.
Better hope the league don't step in and be like, we need that first.
He got the bread. Don't worry about it. Ain't no problem.
Got that first to be giving up.
Word. But keeping it on the gridiron, this is a viewer choice question, but we're going to talk about Antonio Brown. Obviously, wide receivers are, widely known as divas, quote unquote, of the league. They always want the football. They always feel like giving them the ball. If you want to win, put Booby in. That's the receiver's quote. But how do you guys feel? Do y'all feel like he's being a diva? And also, is he wrong? Do you guys feel like he's wrong for seemingly trying to force the Steelers' hand and make them trade him for less than what he really is worth? Chips, I'm going to let you start it.
I think he is being a diva, first off. Again, a lot of these wide receivers seem to be taking that route as far as wanting to steal the shine and make sure they get their light over quarterbacks and running backs. Do I think he's wrong? It's kind of a tricky question for me because obviously he doesn't want to be there. Obviously he knows he has no power other than saying he doesn't want to be there. So he has to kind of resort to some kind of tactic to try to get them to get rid of him. He is a dynamic player, still has a lot left in the tank. So the Steelers will be asking for, the whole house in order for you to get him. So I think he's playing the only card he has to play. Is it wrong? Coming from his perspective, no, because he doesn't want to be there. But Is it foul to do to the team? I think it's foul. I'm interested to know if it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work. Just simply because he has no power. He has no power in it. He's under contract, not a free agent. He hasn't been franchise tagged or anything like that, so you can't sit out like that. It's a tough question as far as is he wrong for me. Because I just think he's doing the only thing he can do. But I think that's definitely what he's doing. And it's funny, I worked with the viewer that brought the question up. I didn't even think about it like him doing that until she mentioned that he was like, because I've never heard him be as vocal when it came to the Steelers and the play and Ben Roethlisberger and everything that he's talking about. I've never seen that on any interview or whatever. I may have missed it, but as when she said that, I was like, that probably is what he's doing, because I've never heard him do this. Like, I've never heard him talk like this. And now for it to happen all of a sudden after albeit a horrible season, when you lost your top running back was going through controversy with the team, and then the backup who was doing good gets injured, and you had all this division in the locker room, and then you had the issues with the coach, and was he losing the team? It just seems to be the icing on the cake as far as the Steelers' problems and issues within the organization. So I think that is what he's doing, and I think he is being diva. But I really can't answer if he's wrong or not, to be honest. What you got, PH?
I don't think he's wrong. Maybe he went about it the wrong way of starting this or saying this, but Ben Roethlisberger started off this season making mistakes, throwing interceptions. Or Antonio Brown ran the wrong route. I should have threw the ball at Juju Smith-Schuster these 3 times. He was going on about everything that everybody else did, but what he did. Then the GM, what is this dude name? Kevin Colbert said something about, they need to listen to him. They're his kids or their children, and they should look up to him and listen to whatever he say. No, sir. We all men. Now, if he feels that way, how they haven't been talking down to these other players? That's not Ben Roethlisberger. Like I said, he may have went about it the wrong way. He probably should have said something different or whatever. But I don't think he's wrong. Ben Roethlisberger had no accountability in none of this. He did no wrong at all. Coming from a dude that raped the chick not too long ago.
Allegedly.
No, ain't no allegedly. Fam, shut up. No. But anyway, the only thing I think is wrong with Antonio Brown is that damn mustache, fam. The mustache and his hair. You need to get that all the way out of here. Huh?
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't think he did that. Let me take that back. Like I said,
I feel you, because that's the issue I have. I feel him what he's doing, but I don't know if I can say it ain't wrong though.
Nah, you know what? F that. I'm rocking with him. Nah, do you, fam? I'm the best receiver. 5 years, 100 catches, 1,500 yards, catching touchdowns. Nah, get out my face. Now, all of a sudden, I'm a problem. I ran the wrong route because you threw the wrong pass. You want to talk shit? No, don't do that. Like I said, it has to be more than just this going behind the scenes with the Steelers. Le'Veon Bell decided he wanted to stay out. and not get no checks for an entire season? Come on now. Like I said, I may be wrong, but I think it's a lot more than just he said, she said over there in Pittsburgh. And Mike Tomlin gonna get the worst of it because he gonna get fired. He a good coach and he black.
Think he gonna get fired?
I don't know, man. The way stuff going on over there, ain't no telling.
They be sticking with their coaches for a long time, son.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right.
They've had 3?
We had 3 ever?
No, I think it's like 4 or 5.
Well, shit.
No, I think since the Super Bowl era, it's 3.
It's 3?
Yeah.
I know it was.
How many does he have? 1 or 2?
Super Bowls? 1.
He has 1?
Yeah.
So the San Antonio Holmes catch.
Ooh, that was a crazy game.
But anyway, what you got, Pop?
I have a question. What is it that you guys, Chips and PH, since y'all the only 2 that went so far, what is it that you're questioning about Antonio Brown? Like, what's the part that you're not sure if you agree with?
I just said I agree with him, fam.
Nah, but you say you're not sure if...
No, and then I said, no, you know what?
Right, but what was the part that made you question it a little bit?
Just about how he went about it in sitting out that last game.
Chips?
For me, it's, again, I don't know, man. I know you guys are all, pro player, and I'm not gonna say I'm anti-player, but I'm just I don't know if I'm more realistic or I deal in reality. I just think it's a way to go about things. We as normal guys that's not making 80 million or whatever, we work for people. You just can't, you're not helping yourself by acting crazy, basically, just wilding out, just spazzing. Like, that's not going to help you keep your job or get what you want out of the deal. It's just ways to go about it. So when I look at it from that aspect, I'm like, yo, fam, you requested the trade. You know what I'm saying? Like, work with the team, and maybe you'll get your wish, because you're an employee. I know you're the best NFL. I mean, one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. You're the best wide receiver on that team, but you're in a contract, fam. I don't get how these players just constantly think that they can just go and tell the people that's paying them what to do and how to do it. That's not how life works for me. So when I see stuff like that, it's kind of like, yo, I just can't get with it.
All right, I asked a question because I don't see the wilding out. I don't know if I missed it. That's what I'm asking. Like, I don't.
You said what?
I don't see the wilding out part. When has he? What did he do?
Well, he was on like different interviews saying, wild stuff about, why he wanted to get traded and basically down publicly talking shit about the Steelers and the organization and stuff like that. I don't have the quotes, but that's where the question was stemming from.
I mean, he has to. You have to use your resources to get what you want. So, is holding out, wilding out? Like, do you look at that as a bad thing? If a player hold out because they feel like they deserve more? Because, like, what options do these guys have? If they're looking at the market, they're looking at what's going on, and they feel like they deserve something.
For me, you know what the option is?
Don't do anything.
No, play your contract out, fam, or negotiate your contract better.
So that's basically not doing anything.
Yeah, I guess.
So when I don't want to get too far off, but I don't know if you remember when Darrelle Revis was doing what he was doing with the Jets. Matter of fact, PA, did you have a problem with that?
No. Why? Because he was Revis Island, fam.
Because he was the best cornerback in the league.
Down.
And he felt like he deserved more than what he was giving them, so he would hold out, and he was getting his money. Because it's like,
But let me ask a question on that. Was Reeves up for contract?
No.
He had one more year left.
You got to look at this sport as what it is. It's a short-term sport. You got to get it while you can. So it's like you saying play out the contract. By the time your contract is done, they looking at you like you over the hill. You're not that guy anymore. Yeah, all right. You had 100 receptions and 1,000 yards last year, but you're 29-30 now. Statistics say when you turn 30, you can't catch past 80 balls anymore. You can't do this and you can't do that. So you got to get it while you can, especially in football.
But I feel you, but I don't know if this is a contract issue though.
No, it wasn't.
It's not. But I was bringing up that to say these guys have to use what they can to get what they want, because that's all they can do. They don't have that type of control.
What you laughing at,
Chris? Christmas, baby.
What Pop said he laughing at.
I'm out here with the Players Club references.
So it's like I don't know. I don't see it as wilding out. Like what PA said, the GM saying wild shit. He can't say nothing back. Like
when he said that was like, wow, you serious? Those are his kids?
I don't know. I feel like whatever he can do to get him to where he want to be, go ahead and do it. And call it a diva, call it whatever you want, but
I mean, he should want to be at the barbershop cutting that shit off, but I ain't saying nothing.
Nah, he needs to dye it.
Just cut it off. Just
go back the same color.
Change.
What you got, Puda?
I'm gonna keep it short, man. I'm in agreement with you and PH. I don't think he was wrong or he was being a diva. I think he was just using outlets to get his point across. At this point, he feels like the coach don't fuck with him.
Nah, it's not the coach.
I mean, in the interview, he said the coach told his ass to go home.
He did say that, yeah.
He just said he needed a couple days off just to rest. He felt like the coach don't fuck with him, the organization don't fuck with him, and the quarterback don't fuck with him. And football is the type of sport where they could just cut you. And if it's not part of your guaranteed money, you lose all of that. So I don't feel like he needs to be worried about if what he's doing has an effect on the organization having to trade him for the low. That's their problem. Just like the flip side of the coin is if he get cut, that's his problem. And they don't care about that. So I feel what he's doing, man. And you know what? I'm with him. Seriously. That's pretty much all I got to say. What you got, Chris?
So I agree part with y'all side as well as Chip's side. I agree with y'all side because do what you got to do to get your bread. Antonio Brown has received all guarantees from his contract already. So at this point, he's playing with house money with the rest of it. He's gotten all of his guarantees from the contract so far. I feel like the part where he was wilding out, though, was throughout the year. You know what I mean? Like the outbursts on the sideline, throwing the cool at the, having the fights with the offensive coordinator. Like, if it's one thing I would always say I hated about T.O. was shit like that. I felt like T.O. was the second best wide receiver ever, but I felt like that shit tarnished him. And I see Antonio Brown, like last year, going down that same line. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't never see shit like that from Antonio Brown any other season. Obviously, with everything that was going on this year with the Steelers, it was polarized more. But, even to when he going live, when they supposed to be concentrating or talking to the coach last year.
Oh, I remember that. You
know what I mean? Like, it's just like blatant disrespect type shit like that, where it's like, all right, like reel it in a little bit. Like, I understand you know what I mean? You trying to do something, that's cool, but bring it back. Like, it's certain shit that you should be doing or you should be controlling. And I feel like that was the lead up. The other thing that I felt like separated them, and as far as what started this wedge between him and the team, he was the only one that stood up for Le'Veon Bell last season with Le'Veon Bell sitting out. He was the only one that spoke up and said, do what you got to do, get your money. Everybody else was like, oh, Le'Veon should be here. You know, he's fucking up the team. Or, you know, we're a team. It's supposed to be bigger than an individual. He was the only one on the team that was like, get your bread. Do what you got to do. And it was agreeing with Le'Veon. So I feel like that was the beginning of it. And then obviously with everything now, it's just coming to light. Like, I mean, as a wide receiver, yeah, you get told to basically catch the football. You get told to run your routes, and that's it. You're not supposed to have a voice. You're not supposed to be passionate. I think we've had this conversation offline before. I think it was even before we even started the podcast, where why is it okay for quarterbacks to be passionate and show that and display that passion, but wide receivers can't? You know what I mean? I'm not even going to throw out there the white and black part of it.
Because that same offensive coordinator, Ben, was beefing with too. And he used to publicly beef with him.
Ty Haley, yep. So that's why I say I see it on both sides. You know what I mean? I don't think that the stance that he made is wrong, but I see where it's a way to do it. But then it's like, it goes back to, you know what I mean, every other conversation that has been had. How can you tell me how to protest type shit? You know what I mean? Like, you got to give and take, and you got to just accept it. Like, this is the line in the sand that he drew and that he was willing to take. He said, fuck it, this is the stand I'm taking. We're gonna ride this one till the wheels fall off.
You know, another conclusion I also come up with, when you go and watch these 30 for 30s and all these other sports documentaries, we always find out after the fact that the outburst is like the last resort. Like, there be stuff behind closed doors that we never know, never see, that we don't hear about. We just see this part of it, and we think like, oh, he's wilding. But we never knew that they probably sat down with such and such and asked for this and that, and they told his ass, go on the field and play. Don't talk to me about your contract.
I think it's probably good that he came out and had those interviews, though. That's why.
That interview was really good, in my opinion.
Yeah. Like, him having those interviews stopped it from being a after-the-fact 30 for 30, 10 years down the line or 20 years after the fact. But
let me.
I got a quick question. How y'all feel about Fitzgerald saying what he said? How?
What did he say?
He basically said AB don't know how good he got it. Pretty much like,
because he got a Hall of Fame quarterback.
He got a Hall of Fame quarterback. You should just feel good about that and go out and play ball.
two different sides of the spectrum, I feel like.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, Fitzgerald's whole career been different.
and Fitzgerald don't know how good he got it. They paying him well past the age that wide receivers get paid.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's all I had.
Let me ask y'all a question. And this is going to touch on why I said I don't know if, or I think he may be wrong in the way he's doing it. It's two comments. One comment was, he said something. I don't have an ego, but I don't have an ego because, like, bro, I'm just trying to win. Get that. Much respect. That's what you want to do. Nothing wrong with that comment. But then you're requesting a trade, and then you're going to say, I don't even have to play football if I don't want. I don't even need the game. I don't need to prove nothing to anyone. If they want to play, they're going to play by my rules. If not, I don't need to play. Like, you can't, like, if you're trying to get a team to trade for you, like, and you know what I mean, want to take you off the Steelers' hand, you don't say things like that publicly. You don't say that. Like, you I get it that you're trying to you want to get your feelings and your emotions out there, whatever. But it's just certain things you should keep inside.
I mean, Ben didn't do it.
Why though?
Ben didn't do it.
He just said he don't need it. So if they don't like what he's saying and they don't pick him up, then so be it.
But that's not what he wants, though. That's not what he wants.
I'm pretty sure he wants to play, but
yeah. So,
but he also wants to play by his own rules. He don't just want to play.
I mean, and that also wasn't his only comment. Don't forget, he did make the comment of, You know, if you're a team that got, you know, that wants a hungry wide receiver, so he has put out statements.
No,
on the other side too.
I get it. I said it. That's why I preface the other comment too. Nothing wrong with that comment. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying there's some things that he's saying that could be a turnoff, not only to the Steelers who have to accept the trade for him, as well as other teams who would want to trade for him. I think some of the shit he's saying could be hurting his value.
I respect it, man.
As well as the you know, Steelers being able to trade him.
I don't think it hurt his value. The only reason I say I don't think it did that is because the numbers is the numbers. You know what I mean? Like, the proof is in the numbers, and he has that. But also, the Steelers don't have to trade him.
Cap still ain't playing. The numbers ain't the numbers.
Well, it is. Look at the last. So again, I'm not saying this to say I don't want Cap to play, or I don't think he can. Look at Cap's last year; his numbers weren't the same.
I'm about to say Cap isn't the Antonio Brown in his position.
No, he's not. He's not. But
So that's where
he's better than some of these quarterbacks that's getting burned.
We agree. We agree. That's what I'm saying. You can't say that compared to the best in the league.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not comparing him talent-wise. I'm just saying if the NFL teams do look at motherfuckers and be like, "Listen, you ain't worth it." Depending on how they feel what you did.
But that's why he also said, I don't need to play.
I mean, he also said he wants to play.
Yeah, I do. But
if you want to play
on my terms, though.
But if you want to play, then I don't think you should be saying stuff to possibly bring a negative light to you as a person and as a player. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Well, I think it's all good points. At the end of the day, that boy could catch the football, dog.
Austin smoking Golden State.
But another episode in the books.
Wait.
Oh, yes.
Listen to me, fam. One. Oh, you got something else, Chips?
I was saying for you.
Le'Veon Bell gonna get a job?
Huh?
Le'Veon Bell gonna get a job?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. Going to the Jets.
Where you going?
Don't say that, Chips. Why do that? Why you gonna do that, son?
Hey, man, I applaud these guys for doing things on their own terms, man.
Yo, fam. You gonna fight too, Chips. But anyway.
Nah, he going. You don't want him on the Jets?
No, it's not that. Don't be getting me hyped. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, man. Everything I'm hearing is y'all the front runner, man.
You did it to me with KD for about a year already. So.
Nah, that's because I don't like you anyway, so that's cool. I'm trying to stress you out. But anyway, listen.
Hold on. Steelers assholes too for letting that man walk without none. I've been told him to get rid of him. Been told him.
You've been told him? Oh, you called him up?
I've been told him.
You saying get rid of him, but you're saying they're stupid for letting him walk.
No. Like, trade him and get something back from him. Let him go.
Don't nobody trade off a franchise. That's what I keep saying, son. That's not a norm in the NFL.
I'm not saying it
can happen.
It can happen, son. I'm not saying it's a norm, but it can happen, son.
He didn't even sign it, though. But he didn't sign it.
Yeah, they couldn't trade him this year.
He wasn't even taking the check. He never signed the franchise tag.
He would have had to come in, sign it, agree to it, and then they would have been able to trade him.
I don't know. I don't know if they discussed that or not, but shit, they handled that whole situation.
Ain't nobody trading for that money. You know how much money he was getting off that tag?
Because this was like the second one, so he was definitely getting something.
I don't know, but I would have tried my damnedest. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if they tried or not, but if they didn't, they some dumbasses. But go ahead, PH.
All right, so Johnny Manziel's wife ran a half marathon with her friend the other day. And
hold on. Clarify what we're doing here, please, sir. What segment is this?
No, I just said I had a You Big Dummy.
I ain't hear that part. I just want to make sure we clarify that.
Hold on, this is the same wife or female that had the domestic dispute with him?
Nah, this is a different one.
Oh,
He got a new model wife. They've been together like 6 months. But anyway, well, actually, I think he do got a new domestic dispute. That's why he got kicked out of the CFL. But I don't know.
Mm.
Let's keep it on this. So her and her friend ran their first ever half marathon. Let me see how many miles was this thing.
13.1 or something like that.
Yes, 13.2 miles. So
Great.
they had to alter the course, so you had to do like a loop or some shit a few times and then keep on running. So they ran their first 6.4 miles in an hour and a half, right? 14:22 minutes per mile, right?
Yo, I'm just waiting for the punchline.
They ran the next 6.8 miles in 26 minutes and 53 seconds. 4-minute mile pace, fam.
Wait.
That is a world record. World record.
By far?
4 minutes. You can't run them out of 4 minutes.
That's good.
Well, let him finish, please.
So
Now you can't. You just can't.
Yo, if she took a cab to the finish line,
son, there was, they have pacers in the marathons to watch. So the pacer was like, yo, we seen them because she wearing this whole pink, looking like a flamingo joint. She actually said that.
Did she have multiple?
Then there was like, yo, they like disappeared. So they made the turn, and they were supposed to come back around and do another turn. They ain't see them. So they made the one turn and just kept it pushing. Like, yo, fuck it, we ain't even doing that no more. Son, how do you go from an hour and a half to 26 minutes?
Wait,
27.
Why he gotta get Big Dummy water?
No, I said, who said him? I said her.
Oh, okay.
I said Johnny Manziel's wife.
Maybe she like got lost.
No. No.
You had four people that had the same outfit on themselves?
No, it's two. It was two. It was just her and her homegirl. And they had the same exact times. Same exact times. Same split, same everything.
So where did they go?
They stood in the trees, and then they came back out, and they went back in. They can't.
Yo, Puda, you know what's crazy? When I thought about this, I thought about the...
No. What happened?
Oh, no. They finished the race. They took Instagram pictures. They was out there smiling, looking all good. They're like, yo. Huh?
They got those medals and everything?
Yes, they still got everything.
Nah, fam.
They still got everything. Like they did the marathon with no problem. Talking about, yo, they did all of this for likes, period.
I need y'all to understand how fast you have to run a 1 mile in 4 minutes. Let alone, how many other miles was it?
Son, it was 6.4 in the first half, and that was an hour and a half. An hour and a half to run 6.4 miles. 6.8 miles in 27 minutes.
She the way around, though. Why did it cheat first?
I don't know.
Wait, well, all right.
Yeah,
why did it cheat the first half?
There's no explanation for that, son.
So how did did they just?
I'm still confused.
The course had to be altered, right? So you can't just you do a marathon, you run a circle and come back around. Something happened. I can't remember what they said. So it had to be altered. So they had to do loops around this, some kind of circle. Yeah. So you go around so say you running around a few blocks. You got to run around a few blocks a few times and then keep on running the course.
Okay.
They do the loops. They went around and just kept on pushing.
Oh. Remember how Escape of Dannemora? The first 21 days, they went 21 miles, and then the next 2 days, he went 18 miles, like that.
So instead of doing the circle, I think it was 2 times or 3 times. They went around once, not even once.
And
they
then
just
went to the finish line?
Huh?
And then they just went to the finish line?
Finish line, straight to the finish line, Phil.
Done.
I'm telling you,
I said, some shit like that.
The pacer, I think the pacer was in the middle, where the turn is.
Yeah.
So they seen them running and ran around, but they didn't come back around.
Oh, I definitely would have did that. I was like, how many times I got to do this lap? Like, let's just run to the...
They was like, they was at the finish line, no sweat, no nothing, looking like they just came out the house. Because they was good.
So they probably ran a total of pretty much 7 miles.
Yeah.
Mile run.
They probably ran or walked like the last 2 miles, and that was like, fuck it. We're gonna jog the next mile and we good. That's wild, son. Wild.
That's wild.
You should see the pictures, son, of this chick just standing there posing like she didn't just run 13 fucking miles or run that last 7 miles in 4 minutes. About. What is wrong with you?
Well, they the big dummies. The Pacers are the big dummies.
I'm trying to read this shit, yo.
You see it?
Yeah.
Retarded, son.
Yo, she said, how sad and pathetic that people even try to make these types of accusations. First of all, I didn't check in. We drove straight on, were met by a staff member, and we walked to the front of the line to start the event.
Oh, you didn't check in, huh?
Never even registered, nor was anyone...
That's a red flag right there, son.
...ever waiting at the station to check you in for each marker.
That mean the Pacers probably didn't pay them.
Oh, so she scoped it out. She scoped it out.
She knew what the deal was. She was like, they let me. So
the people was watching them because, like I said, the Pacers.
No. The people saw them. They wasn't really watching them because they never checked in.
That's what she said. She got to keep the lie intact, fam.
Yeah, you're right.
Look who her husband is.
That's crazy.
You big dummy.
You big dummy. I was just about you beat me to it. So. Oh shit.
Yo,
I ain't gonna lie though. I just been like, I ain't see the turn signal.
Whoa, yo. I didn't know we had to keep going in the circle.
So you did it for the first half, but you forgot the second half?
Yeah, I thought that was enough.
My Fitbit battery died. My Fitbit battery died. I didn't know how.
Yo, I saw the water stations down that street. I thought that's where I was supposed to go.
And then I crossed the tape. So
I
couldn't take it back. They couldn't read
the but you expect this. This is called the Divas Run. So
we're gonna leave that comment Chips himself. We
in boxes.
Oh shit.
What you looking at, Pop? You look like you about to say something.
No, I'm reading the same thing.
Man, y'all do the same thing. Go look at the comments. Go look at the article, man. Obviously, PH felt some kind of way.
4 minute miles is wild, son.
4 minute miles is reckless.
I wonder what's the fastest mile ever ran.
It got to be in the 5.
Hold on.
It got to be in the 5.
No.
Yo, they said the at the pace that they ran is faster than the current men's world record. Men's world record. Men's world record.
Son, a 4 minute mile is crazy, son.
So the
No, you know what? I will give it to maybe somebody can run 1 mile in 4 minutes. You might be able to do that. Or you might be able to convince me to do that.
I'm debating that.
That's what I'm saying. I said you might be able to convince me to run 1 mile in 4 minutes. 1, I might give you that. 7?
The fastest mile run by a man is
3:43, right?
Yeah, 4 minutes each. Do you know how fast you run it, son?
So one is 3 minutes and 43 seconds.
But what I gotta remember, their faster portion was the back end of the race.
Yeah. Legs dead.
They ran.
Oh no, yeah.
Spaghetti noodles.
That's why I said I will give you 1 mile. 1 mile, 4 minutes. You might be able to convince me.
At the front end. Like the
world record.
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
1.
No, that's what I'm saying. You start running, I'll give you that 1 mile.
1 mile.
That's it.
Mile 1.
The world record women's is 4:12.
All right. They lying.
Yo, they was like, no, we just wasn't tired. We had an energy boost.
Boston giving Golden State the business.
Thanks. I just said that.
He did. He said that about 15, 20 minutes ago. I give him credit where credit is due. You don't gotta be so aggressive about it.
Don't say
I ain't doing the fish face. I'm just saying. I said thanks.
That was a valid fish face. That was valid.
Yeah. Pop got to put it up in the.
Don't say he need to stop. That's what he need to do.
Yo,
Uzi.
Lightning, my bad.
But
yo,
great episode, guys. Great episode.
The Johnny Manziel wife is the fastest runner in recorded history.
What? Well, she run faster than him. He's a football player.
Chill, son. She had an energy drink or something.
Oh, she had something.
Son, really, Red Bull gives you wings. The wings popped out for her, fam. That was it.
Put your comments below, man. Let us know what you think. Obviously, this was an intense episode. We appreciate you guys for watching. Leave your comments, leave your suggestions. Share, like, click on the buttons, man.
And for the ladies, would y'all have cheated in that marathon too? Or y'all would have read it the right way?
I would have cheated. Asking ladies for.
I wouldn't have ran a half marathon.
I definitely, yeah.
Yeah, man, listen.
Unless I knew I could cheat, then hey. I'm out.
Cheated in a mile and a half run in the military before. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Mile and a half? Oh man!
Hold on, before we cut this,
was that with gear or without?
That was without.
Oh no! Nah, sir.
How? I need to know how.
You go like this.
He ran through the woods.
Let a couple of people get back, and then you come back out like, whoo! Hey, that was a good one. That was a good one, Chief.
Yo, you ain't shit. Stop.
Good one, Chief.
Was hiding in the bushes.
Yo, all my Navy people know what I'm talking about.
Yo, we about to get blasted in the comments just because the chip was off that by itself. Yo, everybody, we appreciate you for tuning in.
Yo,
next week.
Comment, man. I don't care if you don't normally comment. We need the support, man. If you don't comment and 10 other people don't comment, that's 11 people that don't comment. That's fucking up our stats, man.
I'm about to start pressing people in the flesh, man. As soon as I see you now.
Ah, man, it's crazy.
If I see you and you ain't watch, I'm running up on you.
Because when we get our bread up, when we get signed, I'm not gonna forget y'all. I'm telling y'all.
I am.
I am gonna forget y'all.
He's not gonna forget you.
Remember you. Trust me.
Shout out to the loyal listeners and watchers.
Word. What Chip said.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
We need to stop focusing on the other people.
You said what, Pop?
So we need to stop focusing on the other people and applaud the listeners.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Knox.
Appreciate all our subscribers, all of our followers, all of our, everybody that's on our social medias tuning in.
Shout out to Krista. Shout out to Krista for that viewer's choice. Appreciate you.
Shout out to Tone.
Word.
He always got something to say, even though we don't be wanting to hear it all the time because we hear him all the time.
Mama.
But yeah, man, we appreciate everybody. And as always,
Shirley, all y'all, man, appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. MizFitz, we out.
Deuces.